everybody. Welcome to our seminar. Our today's topic is Physics of the Soul with Dr.med.Franz Senekowitsch. He works as a scientific guy in the part of natural medicine. He wrote some books about biophysics. The seminar is between 30 and 35 minutes, and we are happy to have this seminar with Dr. Franz Senekowitsch. Hello. We hope that this topic is interesting for you and enjoy the seminar. Now we switch to Franz Senekowitsch to Graz.
Hello. First of all, hello Simone, thank you very much for your friendly words. Dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to our virtual seminar room. Today I want to give you a short overview over the so-called information medicine. Since I've been working on this subject of information medicine, which is now more than 2 decades, I have learned how many misunderstandings there are in this field. Modern technology, from simple remote control to modern avionics, shows us that matter can't be changed by information. But still, most of us have great problems to internalize this everyday experience. We know for example, from radio technology that a symphony concert can be transmitted with a single modulated wave. Biological systems have a broadband spectrum that extends at least from radio wave range to optical range. The information that can be encoded on such a carrier field is incredibly large. What concept does the science use to try to explain our world? There are mainly 3 entities: matter, energy, and information. The existence of these entities are also the preconditions for the origin of life. The relationship, if you see it, I don't see it, but I hope you see it. The relationship between matter and energy is represented by the theory of relativity and quantum physics. The relationship on this slide is between matter and information is represented by chaos and system theory. The relationship between energy and information, at least, is represented by information theory. Now to the first entity, the best known. I want to give you a short overview of these entities. The best known and best research entity is matter. Einstein described 2 important characteristics of matter with his famous equation: energy is mass multiplied by square of speed of light. First, matter is a special state of energy, and second, each atom contains an incredibly large amount of energy. Our senses make us believe that, for example, this block of stone is created from solid matter. In reality, however, the ratio between matter and quants, which means energy, pure energy, is 1 to 1 billion. Carlo Ruppia, Nobel laureate in 1994, told us this incredible number. The size of a 2-meter high block of stone, after subtraction of all non-material parts, it is reduced to 0.001 meter. For example, our body consists of 99.999% of non-matter. So, the American physicist Edward Witten and his strings membrane theory shows us that the smallest string is connected to quants, atoms, molecules, cells, organs, and so on, up to the whole human being. In other words, the smallest string is connected to the largest object by means of information and forces. We always dual represented. One part of us, the smaller one, is in the matter world and mortal. The other part, larger one, is in the information world and immortal. The matter world is the world of our 5 senses. There are forces, space-time, and the limitation of the speed of light. The matter world is mortal. In the information world, neither forces nor limitation of the speed of light exist. That means that information spreads without loss of time in the whole universe. The information world is instructed continuously about the activities of the matter world. The information world is immortal. Erwin Schrödinger and Werner Heisenberg, 2 famous representatives of quantum physics, showed us that microscopic world of atoms and molecules reacts completely different from our usual environment. The microscopic world is in principle unpredictable, only probabilities calculable, not completely determinable. Heisenberg's concerned in the principle, impossible to observe without changing the system. Now to information. The statement of Shannon's theory is the information quantity is equal to the improbability. For example, laws of nature are in their totality the information which forms the universe. Biological information must be meaningful information. We distinguish syntactic information, raw data without sense and purpose, and semantic or relevant information. Data has meaning and significance, therefore context. Syntactic information is converted in semantics in a decoding process. By observation, measurement, or resonance, the information wave collapses. If this happens, arises from information matter. The observation or measurement has coupled two systems: the individual consciousness that creates meaning and significance in space and time is connected to the virtual world of waves. Information is stored as an interference pattern in substructures of charges, for example, atomic nuclei and electrons. Also, the virtual potentials of the vacuum have these capabilities. Stored individual information form a global information field. It is at the same time in the individual as well as in the global cosmic information field stored. Because of the missing the light speed limit, this happens in real time. The information input process, each neuronal activity or repolarization generates a microwave impulse which transmits and stores the corresponding information into a scalar information field. Information output process, if the input parameters match the output parameters, the stored information can be read out and used everywhere in the universe. This information is a mental process, forms through actual, that's the right slide, forms through actual and individual experience as well as through innate evolutionary experience, the phase that acts on matter through the elementary forces. In a spectacular experiment in 1932, a Russian biologist named Alexander Gurevich showed us that the tip of an onion root sends information that significantly increases mitosis on the other onion root. If this is astonishing because both roots are enclosed in glass containers and thus have not direct contact. The mitotic increase occurred only when the rectangular contact point contained quartz glass. This means that mitogenic radiation must be in the ultraviolet range because quartz glass is light transmissive only in this range. Today, it is known that bioinformation, or more precisely, biophotons, play an important role in various regulatory processes. The example of a metabolic regulation shows that the enormous control power requires a system that works at the speed of light. In humans, there are three major information systems. First, the hormone system. Hormones are distributed throughout the body via blood. The hormone action requires receptor binding and is very slow. Second, bioelectricity. The electrical impulses are conducted through nerves and are much faster. Third, biophotons. Information is transmitted through so-called energy pathways and is light speed fast. Now we come to the technique of measurement. The background of a transdermal measurement is Weber-Fechner's law of psychophysics. It states that relationship between a stimulus and its perception is logarithmic. A sign of a normal measurement response is log normal distribution. You can see a representation of a measurement diagram below on the left side. The green curve, this one, the green curve shows the log normal distribution. It is physiologically. The blue one corresponds to Gaussian distribution and is not physiologically. The yellow point, this one is in the green area of the triangle, corresponds with physiological states. Sorry. The measurement is executed with a special device, for example, the monitor device. However, it is not the electrical skin resistance that is measured. The current is measured and the skin resistance is calculated according to the well-known formula. And the conductivity is proportional to the electric field. In other words, we measure energy distribution within the body at the skin. The current status of these dissipative electromagnetic structures is an expression of regulatory capacity. The following slides show the practical implementation of a transdermal measurement in information medicine. First, preparing the measuring point. This is our measuring device. Currents are measured which are derived from 128 pins from the measuring device from the skin surface. The measurement data are saved in the computer and evaluated by the software. Well, finally, I would like to show you the measurement diagram of a therapy carried out on a patient. First, you can see the yellow point in the green area of the triangle near its peak, and the blue curve below, which corresponds to logarithmic normal distribution, is high and show a clear asymmetry figure. This diagram is from a patient in not so good condition. The yellow point is in the triangle is just in the green zone, but already very close to the blue field, indicating a chaotic reaction. The green Gaussian curve, which indicates the chaotic part, has a much larger share in the measurement result than the blue logarithmic curve. The measurement taken immediately after a therapy shows that it has successfully improved the patient's ability to regulate. The yellow marker is clearly a way from the blue chaos area and more in the green physiological area of the triangle than in the measurement made before the therapy. Okay, I wish you a nice weekend and thank you for patience and for your attention. Goodbye.
Hello everybody, that was very interesting, the lecture by Dr.Franz Senekowitsch, and we hope you enjoyed it. The lecture was recorded by us and we will make it available to you on YouTube over the next 8 days.